Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Papa Duck. You already know what time it is, man. And people just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand now why we are no better than the peasants that we read about in books, and this is no disrespect. I'm gonna tell you why. We all know that when you go to prison, you become a slave, right? We know this. And they're going to make sure that a majority of us going to go to prison at some time of our life because we are faced with a lifelong responsibility, which is bills that you're going to pay from the time you check in to the time you check out. And they know most people have limited resources, limited education, all of the above. And there's going to be a time you're going to commit a crime. This is why in America we have over 2 million plus people incarcerated. That's a big number. Now let me tell you something, right? I'm gonna show y'all a video and this is gonna blow your mind. Remember, America is here to make sure your pockets are depleted. Meaning every month they're trying to suck every quarter and dime that you receive from working. Okay? That's going to make sure that you're going to continue to work and you're going to continue to be a slave whether you're in prison or out. This is one thing people don't understand. You could physically be in prison or mentally be in prison. It's still prison. So don't think because you're out of prison that you're not in prison. You just don't know you're in prison. Now this is the crazy thing about it. They've monopolized and monetized private prisons. And I'm going to show you this video that's going to show you the ways they do this. Prison has become a system. What is a system? A system is an ongoing thing that is only going to be perfected as time goes by. And they're going to make sure if you've ever been in prison, you're going to come back due to collateral consequences, which you are faced with over 45,000 of them. Okay? I've talked about this so many times. Just an example right quick before I show you this video. What is a collateral consequence? When you go to prison, you come home, you can't adopt. You can't bear arms. If you're renting an apartment, a lot of the times, majority of the times, if you're a convicted felon, you can't put your name on that lease or you can't live in HOA communities as a convicted felon. That's just a couple, and you got 45,000 of them. Go look it up. Now, let me show you this video that's going to show you the ways that when you go to prison, it's a business, and it depletes your pockets, and it hurts the loved ones that you leave. And I know a lot of y'all gonna say, well, you don't do the crime, don't do the time. When you placed in a society like this that is projected that a certain group of people are going to go to prison, as statistics show, that lets you know that something ain't right. Check this video out. Put your comments on the bottom of it, man. Let me know how y'all feel, and I will come back and I will give y'all my say so and take on what I'm about to show y'all. Check this out.
There's a profit incentive to incarcerating people. There are some companies who are showing big profits who will tell you that things have never been better. Global Telling takes advantage of people who are so vulnerable. The father's in prison. It costs $17 to call dad for 15 minutes. Corizon makes money off sick prisoners by denying care. It's as simple as that. The Geo Group is able to make amazing profits by not doing their job, by not keeping facilities clean, by going cheap. The bail bondsman industry is taking advantage of people in jail by charging unbelievable amounts of money to get out. Cops seize assets by merely suspecting someone of illegal behavior. And so your car, or whatever possessions you have on your person, can be taken away. CCA is moving to make prison sentences longer and harsher and making laws easier to break. America has 2.2 million incarcerated people. It's a statistic that we should be ashamed of.
Prison is a business. Of course, the people that's running the world are going to make sure you go to prison because they need people to do labor. Cheap labor is slavery. It doesn't matter if you black, white, blue, green. It doesn't matter, bro. Okay? Cheap labor. And you do labor for Fortune 500 companies that really don't need the fucking labor. That's the sad part of it all. Okay? So what I'm trying to tell y'all is I'm just trying to get y'all to think. Understand that crime is by choice, but by force. See, a lot of people want to understand that if you haven't grown up on a certain side of the tracks. The courts doesn't care about street codes. They don't have a clue what's going on. because they don't give a fuck. Okay? A lot of people that's in prison and jail, I wouldn't say, you know, don't punish them, because a lot of them, like, you know, when you doing stuff messing with kids and all, yeah, you need to be under the fucking jail. But as a majority of the things that people go to jail for, it's just a lack of education, understanding, a lack of resources, and things like that. Now all that other stuff, the tough crimes and you killing people, all that, man, go do the time. I understand that. But I do know and I understand that when you're faced in this society in America, a lot of times you're going to go to jail, especially as a black person or just a person of struggle, simply because they're going to make sure that you go to prison in ways that you don't understand. This is where the psychology part comes in, okay? That's a whole nother video. I always say that because it's going to take a whole nother video to explain that. There's not over 2 million people plus in this country that's in jail by default, bro. Not by default, I'm sorry, but by coincidence. Okay? Understand, with lack of education, lack of understanding, lack of resources, you're going to prison. They're pushing this bullshit music. You're going to prison. They know what they're doing, bro. We already know the music business went straight garbage. And they're promoting all that promiscuous shit. They're promoting killing, drugs. They highlighting everything from music to sitcoms, TV, Hollywood, in the news, every motherfucking thing. That's going to make sure you want to tote a gun, you want to be a bad guy. And women want bad guys. That's another psychology. That's just what it is. So they're going to make sure all that's in place. You good? All right. They're going to make sure that's all in place. And they're going to make sure that your ass go to jail as long as they're controlling the perception of what it is to grow up as a young black boy, what it is to grow up as a young man or young woman. They paint that perception, and you just follow suit and don't even know why. Okay? There's no representation of what a young black boy or a young man, no matter what color you are, growing up in America looks like. There's no success stories. That shit boring. We listen to so much negative shit. We don't want to hear nothing good. We want to promote the negative, and this is how it leads us in these fucked up situations. So with that being said, man, hopefully y'all got something from this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and like I tell y'all all the time, man, I love y'all. And in order for you to be found, you must first be lost. Okay? Y'all be great.